Hi there, this is Joe from ShopTo, and this is the ShopTo Gaming Show episode 3. Yes,
Ooh.
We're getting close to Christmas now, and all these lovely new releases that are coming our way. And really, this week, as far as games coming out is concerned, or games that are out, this week's a bit quiet compared to next week, which is absolutely rammed with what's coming out next week, Tomb Raider.
By then, more and more frantic text from you just saying there's so much coming on.
Tomb Raider, Fallout. Obviously, by this time next week when we're chatting, we'll have played Call of Duty as well. We've not played that yet. So it's 3 pretty big games coming out next week. So next week's show should be interesting because we'll be allowed to talk about all of them. But then, this week we've been playing. I don't know, what have you been playing, Dan?
Well, I was doing the WWE. 2K16 for review. Not bad. More of the same, but there's loads of options. I did enjoy it. The graphics really need an update though. By this point, it's getting a bit silly. But that's fun enough. And of course, Destiny, because that's what I play now. I get frustrated playing that.
No Halo then, because you've reviewed Halo.
I reviewed it and then I finished it, and that was enough.
So you're not went back to it yet.
No.
Well.
No,
Actually,
I'm not feeling it now. I'm back on. It's Destiny. It's unfortunately that is a better game, personally.
Speaking of Halo, I just noticed a bit of news the other day there that it generated 7.7 million in sales in day one in the UK, but then yesterday they released a press release saying that it generated 400 million in software and hardware. For some reason they added in the and hardware.
Yeah.
Which is a bit odd. I don't know why they did that. Maybe it's just to make the number sound bigger or something.
Well, it sounds more impressive, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure they're not winning the console wars as such, are they? So they've got to make it look impressive.
No, well, I guess they just want to show it as a successful Halo.
It's
There's
still
no doubt about
impressive
that.
Numbers.
But it's just not up there with previous Halos, and actually the hype seems to have died down around it already. There's not many people talking about it, I've noticed.
It's fair enough. It's kind of similar to that new James Bond film. A lot of hype beforehand. When it came out, everyone was like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah. So there we go. I've been playing an undisclosed game I can't talk about at all, and also
really now I want to know myself.
It's Fallout 4, but we can't. We'll talk about it next week because we can't say anything about it at all, really. So, and we've also been playing Tomb Raider. I can only talk about the level I've played, so I won't bother because
we've already mentioned it in the preview, haven't we? And that you're still a video.
YouTube.com/ShopTo if you want to see what we think of the level we have played Tomb Raider. We'll talk about it more next week. Also, if you're watching this on YouTube, the featured video this week is Tomb Raider, so you can actually watch the footage of us playing while you listen. How good's that? And don't forget to subscribe too. So we'll talk about Tomb Raider next week. I think that's fair. Other than that, I mean, those 2 games took up all my time. I did manage to squeeze in a bit of Need for Speed.
Ah, yes, yep.
Actually, and that's another bit of news. Apparently, I wrote this news this morning that Need for Speed will be getting all its DLC for free.
Wow.
Which is pretty unusual these
Especially
days.
For EA, yeah.
Yeah, so that's interesting. He said, I can't see right into the future, so if we supported the game for 10 years, then perhaps there would be some paid DLC eventually, but...
Also, what sort of DLC are we talking about here? A couple of extra cars, or is it going to be more expensive than... I mean, there's a few cars.
It's all based at night time as well, so you never know, it might kind of be a daytime pack or something.
That's revolutionary, isn't it?
Yeah.
So the sarcasm meter went off there.
We just get. You know what? I meant to start the podcast. We just went straight into the gaming, and we never even. I meant to ask. That burger you posted on Facebook was bigger than my head.
It was. Oh man, it beat me. It doesn't happen often, but it totally beat me. It was. I went for a brisket sandwich, which was just like a tower of just meat.
Yeah, well,
coleslaw.
I have to say,
and the missus went for a burger with Oh my god, the works. It had cheese, it had bacon, it had pork.
Oh
And
my
yeah,
god.
it was like, considering the can of Coke was dwindled in the shadow of this giant burger. Yeah, I
If
couldn't eat
you
it for the day
tell
after
you
that.
if you want to see the size of this burger, then tweet us on Twitter and
Oh,
we'll,
yeah.
we'll post it up because it's
And
huge.
also, if you want to find out where it is, it's Dennis Toon's Barbecue, just outside Glasgow City Centre
Yeah,
on the
so
east side. It's a funny little place, but oh my word.
maybe
Good.
not many of our listeners will be from Glasgow, so they might not travel down from England to or from Europe or wherever they are to
It's
get a
worth the
burger.
journey. It's on the other side of the city for me, and it's well worth the journey.
Ah.
Unfortunately, the film we saw afterwards was pants.
I
So-
tell you, this burger is so big that if there was a nuclear holocaust, I could take it with me and survive for 15 years.
I think it'll mutate and eat you, though. I think it's that big.
Yeah. Anyway, let's get back to gaming talk now. Now that I just asked about the burger,
Well, yeah,
I had to know.
They'll be with me for a long time, trust me.
Yeah. Anyway, so Need for Speed. I mean, I've already given my thoughts on that as well in a review on YouTube. So there's no point talking about it. But I've not really played much else. I was trying to have a go at Drive Quad bikes because I got a code for that to try, and we'll probably
Nice one.
we'll probably do a review at some point. But I've just not get round to it. It's just a busy week this week.
You've not even tried it once yet?
Nah, I've not even
No,
downloaded it yet.
interesting. Oh, okay, I'm interested in your first impressions on that, because motorbike games should, in theory, be fantastic and really high thrills, but they don't always kind of capture the essence. So it'd be interesting to see how Drive Club manages it.
Yeah, so the fruits of our labour from playing games this week will bear fruit next week, I guess. So, because what we Call of Duty, we should have a review for that, and obviously Fallout and Tomb Raider. So
Tomb Raiders, yeah.
should be a good.
Busy times, exciting times for gaming. And I must admit, this year is the first year on the current generation where I actually felt excited about releases.
Yeah.
The past few years, it's been a bit like, oh, they're all just multi-generation. You know, come on, commit, start releasing more new stuff, and they're finally doing it. I mean, what the strange thing is with the new Call of Duty, I understand they're actually still releasing it on previous gen.
Yeah.
But with what cuts, I think the campaign's been dropped from the PS3 and Xbox 360 versions.
Yeah, and it looks pants as well, apparently.
But from looking at the figures that were released the other day about how many people are still playing Black Ops 2 online,
Oh yeah, I wrote that news. 12 million still play
I can
Black
see why
Ops.
they want to still keep that market, but at the same time, they need to commit to the new market. More people buy those consoles, more games will come out for it. You know, stop living in the past.
There's a lot of. I mean, even apparently the Black Ops 3 pre-orders are significantly higher than the Advanced Warfare pre-orders as well.
Huh.
So yeah, it sounds like it'll be a pretty.
It's funny because personally, I found the Advanced Warfare games better than Black Ops, but that's
Yeah.
personal taste. Yeah.
We'll see how it goes, I guess. I mean, you talked about Destiny as well because you like playing that game still, don't you? I mean,
Well,
that's another
mate,
big
I don't like
Activision game as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
And apparently that's got 25 million registered players.
I've got trouble with that number. I don't understand that number.
It's probably just players who've registered play it and then don't, or something like that. You know, it's like there was quite a lot of hype around the game, wasn't there? So it sold a lot of.
There's 1 million people that work for it and 24 million people that work at Activision that have just registered their names, I think, because I
Yeah,
can't
but-
understand that number so high.
Well, I mean, my son John, he plays Destiny a lot, but he's got 3 characters. So did they count that as?
Well, that's what I was going to mention as well. I mean, this is registered users. Now, is that people that have logged onto Bungie's site, or is that one player with 3 characters each? I mean, I only play with 1. There's got time for 3, but most people I know have 3.
Yeah, I mean, he's got 3. I don't know. I've still got 1, and I don't. I might have 2 actually, but none of them are really that high level. I think the one I completed the campaign with, he's got level 20 or something. So I've no.
You got a while to go still.
Yeah, I don't even know if I've got the Taken King. I don't know if I've got it or not. Have I got it?
If you've not played it before, it's actually worth getting Taken King, because I think it's a good improvement on what came before. But at the same time, I think they've completely disregarded whatever came first. So the other DLCs are a bit pointless now compared to the new stuff. And I think there's still a lot of problems. I mean, I'm doing raids once a week and getting absolutely no sort of raid gear to let me play the hard stuff, and that's frustrating.
For some reason, I think I've got Taken King, but I don't know why I would buy it because I don't play Destiny. But for some reason, I think I've got. I'll check. Watch this space. Yeah, so we've kind of melded the news and the sort of what we've been playing in together this week for some reason.
All relevant.
It's all relevant, I guess. It kind of makes it flow a bit better, I guess, doesn't it?
What do you think of the new Star Wars trailer or teaser for the Battle of Jakku?
Oh, that looks good. I'm quite excited about that.
Now, yeah. I like the fact that they're not going to release it too close to the film coming out, and the fact that it's that far before the new film is sort of this is going to have repercussions in the movie, which I like. I like the thought of that.
Yeah, we got work got me EA access just so I can get. Just in case the publishers, whatever, don't send us the game early, we can at least get it 10 days early and have a good look at it.
Yeah, Access are releasing it early, are they?
Yeah, 10 days early. So,
right.
So it'd be nice to have a play of that. You only get 10 hours access, which isn't really enough for a multiplayer game, is it? But it's enough to have a look and have a chat about it and stuff. Take some videos.
Do you then get the game when it comes out as a digital download, or then you
get a discount, a 10% discount, and they're so expensive that just makes it in line, or probably still more expensive than retail. So,
yes, I saw that pop up on the news yesterday, and I was like, okay, so am I getting that game via Access? But no, because I know EA Access seem to release games a year old, I suppose, don't they now?
Yeah, but then you're like, oh well, who cares? Well, that's what I'm like. I like new stuff. I don't.
Well, yeah. I mean, but that's the nature of what we do, isn't it? You know, we're always looking forward because we've always got the new games landing on your lap to review. So you can't really dwindle too much on all the games. I mean, Destiny is my one game that I go back to, but everything else is all new stuff.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just telling what some of the other news we've missed. We've talked about COD and Destiny and Halo. Yeah, we talked about Halo. The backwards since. Oh, this is quite relevant actually. Nice one. Talking about older games, the backwards compatibility.
It's all planned, really.
I know. It's completely amazing that we managed to get that link in there. The backwards compatibility for Xbox One and Xbox 360 on Xbox One is November 9. That's when they're going to announce the list.
Ah, good.
They announce the games that are actually you're going to be able to play. Now, I've still got a ton of Xbox 360 games on my shelf. I don't have an Xbox 360 anymore. I didn't see point of keeping it because I never used it. I've still got my PlayStation 3 because I've got a lot more games for that, so I kept that. But yeah, I didn't know if there's many games for Xbox 360, so I've still got the games. So I've got a whole shelf for them.
Well, actually, the missus wanted to actually play the South Park Stick of Truth. Is that what it's called? We've not played that before. She enjoys South Park. And I was looking around and thinking, I was kind of hoping that would be on backwards compatibility. That'd be quite handy.
Yeah, you never know.
Otherwise, I've got to dust down the old 360 control pad.
Yeah, I mean, I've got older games in it. there must be about 50 there. It's not that I don't have a lot of games for it, but they're just sitting there and I'm thinking, no, what am I going to do with them? So I guess it could come in handy in that respect if any of those games are on the list, but I don't really see me playing them. For one, they're old games. I'd rather play new games, and for two, it's just another game taking up space on your hard drive, which is already struggling as it is. I mean, that's what annoys me about Xbox One. Why can't you bloody upgrade the hard drive?
Every time I get a new game, I've got to delete an old one. I mean, Halo was 54 gig, and I'm like, wow, that's taking up a lot of space, so off it went.
That's the thing. People always go, well, you can buy an external drive or whatever, but it's like, I don't want do you think I want something sticking out the front of my console? Or
if I want an external drive, I'll buy a PC or play my PC. I'll buy a console for a reason. I know consoles have evolved massively now. I've always been happy with the Nintendo route of, fit it on a disc, that's enough. That's why they stuck with cartridges for so long, I think. I just don't see why. That's the one thing that the PlayStation has definitely done better than the Xbox, just giving you the ability to upgrade the hard drive. I mean, it's a no-brainer. It's brilliant. It's brilliant. I've got 2 terabyte hard drive in my PlayStation 4, and I'll no need to worry for ages Is that easy to swap around, was it?
Oh, it's easy as anything. I even wrote a guide on ShopTo, but
I might look at that. I've been debating it myself recently.
It's just worth doing because it's so easy, and it's just, you don't have to worry. Then you can download games. You don't have to. Xbox, it's full, and I've had to delete about 4 games that I quite like to fit
Especially
on.
when they get these deals on, they've got obviously the games for gold, and PlayStation have got their free games thing as well. So every month you're downloading more games there. Then they have some of the sales that are fantastic. You can't help paying £10 for a game here and there. More digital space being taken up.
No, it's 500 gig. It's just not enough. It was never enough, and even a terabyte's not enough.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, if you fill up 500 gig that quick, you're going to fill up a terabyte. So, I mean, I think it should be 2 standard on all the consoles, but I mean, I don't think they'll do that.
The only problem with that is that the market on the console, the prices will fluctuate so much. I mean, look what happened a few years ago when the market dropped out and all the prices went sky high because of the incident in Japan, wasn't it?
Yeah.
For memory. So that's so. I'm assuming at the time when they were making these consoles, they had to keep costs at a reasonable price. Whereas now, I mean, Sony were clever in thinking, right, we'll make it so you can expand it easily, so you can go and buy it. And they say, I think Microsoft's a bit short-sighted there, or there's other reasons behind it.
Well, I mean, that was the brown thing about PlayStation 3 as well. You could upgrade that hard drive as well.
I never needed to do on that, funnily enough.
Yeah, I done that, and I think
my original one just burnt out for overuse, and then when I bought the newer generation of PS3, they never filled it up.
Well, but, I mean, I upgraded the hard drive in my PlayStation 3. I also upgraded it in PlayStation. That was one of the first things I done. Upgraded it in PlayStation 4 before I even turned it on. I upgraded it at 2 terabyte because I knew I'd need it.
Oh.
And I've done that, and I've got 2 PlayStation 4s. I've done it in both of them. So, so I don't think I'll ever run out of room in them.
2 PlayStation household, yeah.
Yeah, well, there's more than that. Jordan's got one, so does.
I suppose, yeah.
And then there's a 20th anniversary one, so it's a 4 PlayStation 4 household at the moment.
Wow.
Although those limited edition ones are tempting.
Don't. Oh my god.
God, that's what I hate. I mean, obviously we've got Xbox One as well. I won't get one of them at the moment, but
All the boxes and consoles would be handy when you need to be able to shelter when the missus kicks you out of the house.
that's the thing. I got a limited one, so it's some of those limited Xbox ones look nice, and some of the limited PlayStation 4s. I mean, nobody really likes the Star Wars one, but I do.
But we were chatting earlier that you're talking about. You had a copy of Fallout 3, didn't you? No, Fallout 4, and you've seen the Steelbook edition.
Yeah.
We're debating buying that even though you already own it, and it's funny how some people buy a game just for the tin. The Steelbook, and I was like, that just baffles me.
Yeah, I just like collecting stuff. I don't know why.
But to me, that's a funny collecting item, I think.
Yeah, well, I probably won't get it, to be fair. It was just a thought.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen a few photographs of your shelves and things. You've got lots of other things like that, haven't you, where you brought collector's items and things like that, and it's always fascinating.
Yeah, I quite like it. Depends what it is, really.
I bought one. I got the Batman Arkham Asylum, and it was with the Batmarang. I was quite excited about that until I took it out of the box, and it was a plastic piece of tap. What's the point of that?
I mean, looking at my shelf now, I don't have tons of collectible gaming stuff. I've got a bit, but I imagine there's people who have a lot more than me. I mean,
speaking of that sort of stuff, I mean, I saw the bit of the news as well about the new Pip-Boy. The app's now actually on the Android phones as well, isn't it?
Oh yeah, obviously there was that Pip-Boy edition, which is basically just a bit of plastic. But I mean, you can still download the same app on your phone.
A couple of elastic bands wrapped around your wrist. That's all you need.
Yeah, exactly. Couple of elastic bands, phone on your wrist, sorted. Or even buy one of those. Those exercise things you put in your arm so you can have your phone.
You see, when the apocalypse comes, no one's going to go out and buy Pip-Boys anyway. You know, they're going to have bits of string.
Do you see what I mean? Though, you go to the gym with me. You've seen these people with the thing strapped to their arm with their phone in it. You could just put one of them round the wrist. There you go,
That
Pip Boy.
should be fine, wouldn't it? Yeah.
And you've got the app. Now, the app, I've not had a look at the app yet, but I think this is actually one app I might use, because obviously it's a bit of pain getting into the Pip-Boy during the game sort of thing. But if you have it in front of you on your phone that links up to the game, then you'll be able to look at it, check out the map.
If it's seamless
Check
and doesn't detract from the game, I think it's a great idea. Some games have tried it in the past. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So it'll be interesting. I know Destiny do it with their app, and funny enough, I've not actually used it yet. It's supposed to be quite handy for swapping all of your inventory between your characters, because I've only got one character, I don't need it.
See, I quite
I've never tried it.
The kids quite like the PlayStation. Oh, what's it called again? The PlayStation Eye.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I can't remember the sort of VR thing with robots. I can't remember what it's called now. But you can use the iPad and you can draw pictures in the iPad of things and then throw them and they'll appear in the game.
So I've not used that at all.
Oh, that's pretty cool. It's good if you've got the PlayStation. That's pretty cool. And then that's on the PlayStation app, and it got me thinking, I wish they would just... things like Fallout, Assassin's Creed, all these ones that release apps, because they're all free anyway. Why can't they just integrate them into the PlayStation and Xbox apps, and then you load up one app and you've got all this stuff? You just go down the list, choose the game you want, and then you've got it. Who wants to fill their phone up with about 10 billion apps for each game?
Yeah, well, I got one for because actually I've not done a review for you. I don't know why, the Just Dance one. Just Dance 2016, that comes with a mobile phone app. So instead of using the camera, you can use your phone to dance with, which is a good idea. But again, it's another download. So
yeah, do you know, think it would be a good idea if they integrated them all into the PlayStation, somehow done it. I mean, it's probably too difficult, but if they could somehow integrate them all in, either that, or this is a better idea, because that's probably a bit out there, that one, have a Ubisoft app, have an Activision app, and then you go in that app, you choose your game. Because obviously it'd be a bit hard if they tried to put them in the Xbox and PlayStation one. It probably just wouldn't work, because it'd probably be too much red tape and all that. But what's to stop them having their own app? Activision app, Ubisoft app, Bethesda app, and then you can just go and choose your game and you can do it, instead of all this nonsense about 10 billion apps on your phone. It just annoys me. Oh well, that's the way it is.
Measure gears, is it, Jay?
See, I'm giving them away my great ideas. So, there we go.
Well, speaking of great ideas, last week you threw me a little quiz challenge, I suppose, didn't you?
Yeah.
Where I had to hum some tunes, and my humming voice was unexpected humming, I must admit. So, to return the favour, I got something a little bit different for you. It's not necessarily in the same vein, but what I've done is, I don't know if you know what a haiku is, but it's a bit of poetry for you. It's a Japanese poem that consists, the layman way is 3 lines, 5 words, 7 words, and 5 words. And what I've got for you is, I call it a review haiku. And I'm going to give you the little haiku, and you need to tell me what game it is, or what sort of series of games it is.
Right, I'll try.
So, little challenge there. So I'll start really easy and see how you go, okay? So you ready?
Right.
Alright, here we go. So, Pink Princess captured once again. Brothers Red and Green save the day. Platform jumping at its best.
It's Mario.
There you go. Well
Yay.
done.
Woohoo.
Right, do you want another one?
Go on then.
Go on. I got 3 in total, because it took me a while just to write 3. Here we go. Fathoms under the ocean waves. Where's my big daddy, said the girl. I'll take care of you.
BioShock.
Yay, well done.
Okay, we need one more.
Right, here we go. So, hammers, machetes, swords, toys, books. Kill zombie, kill zombie, kill zombie, kill. Shop till you drop dead.
It's kill zombie, kill zombie, kill zombie. That could be about 15 different games.
Shop till you drop dead. It's a bit of a giveaway.
Don't know.
It's a Dead Rising games. It's isn't it?
I was going to say Dying Light. That would have been fairly close.
Well, there you go. 2 out of 3, not bad.
Not bad.
That's been doing that instead of playing games. I've been writing poems.
Okay, right, I had something.
Oh, thanks.
and a little feature I thought about. I just want to know if you've got all these famous video game characters, but what if they had another job? What would they do? Right? Now, obviously Mario's an obvious one. He'd be a plumber. He'd just come to your door, wouldn't he? Oh, hello, Mr. Mario.
He'd be a part-time decorator as well.
You're here to fix my pipes. Hey, I'm not a Mario, I'm a Luigi.
That just sounds like a beginning of a Blue movie.
What else? So, I mean, let's think of another one. Another character. Who can we think of?
Well, oh my word, you threw that totally out of nowhere. Who else has jobs in a computer game?
No, if they weren't in a computer game, I'm talking about what job would they have? We need to think. Nathan Drake, what would he do if he wasn't a adventurer? A barman? You kind of
he's got that kind of personality to be a barman or like a disgruntled video store clerk who just like gives his opinion about everything.
What about Master Chief? Would he work at like Disneyland or something?
I could scare the kids with that voice of his.
Or Lara Croft.
Master Chief could be like the voiceover guy for movies.
Yeah, Lara Croft. She'd be like a model or something, or an actress.
No, she'll be the. You are second in the queue. Please hold. I think that'd be her. She'd be the voice on loads of telephone banking places. It probably is actually. It's probably the same person.
What about Sonic the Hedgehog?
No, just roadkill.
He'd just be one of these sort of layabout hedgehogs.
Yeah, they're all layabouts, really.
I'm not running fast today. I'm just going to walk along.
You probably work for a courier service or something in London.
Yeah. God, don't talk no the nonsense. Oh well.
Yep.
What could you expect? What do you expect? Okay. Right, I've got another one. Right. You need to think, right? This is a quick fire round sort of thing. So if you're not fast, you need to hum. If you're not fast at answering, you need to answer straight away without hesitation. And if you don't, you need to hum a tune.
Okay.
Right? So this week it's based on marketing, right? So you need to come up with a marketing slogan for free games. So
okay, right.
You need to do it straight away though. So don't.
Okay. All right, well, come the game.
So just like a quick slogan, something like "shoot till you're dead" or something. I don't know. Think of something.
Why you're with
Yeah, I'm no good. Right. So the first game is Sonic the Hedgehog.
Ooh.
Nah, you're too slow. You need to hum the tune for Sonic the Hedgehog now.
There you go.
That's quite good. I'm quite impressed you managed to remember that. I think I had a tune for something completely different in my head.
You're on the wrong games.
Right, okay.
I could have gone.
Come on, get this marketing slogan right this time. Uncharted.
A rich man's Lara Croft.
Rich man's Lara Croft. Yeah, but who'd buy the game if it said on the box a rich man's Lara Croft?
You get not even 5 seconds to think of a slogan.
I know, you need to be faster. You need to be faster. Sake, a rich man's Lara Croft. Well, I'm going to buy that game. It says a rich man's...
A poor man's Lara Croft, because he is poor, I suppose, isn't he? But at the same time, I do think it's slightly better than, so... Alright, a poor man's Lara Croft then.
Right, okay.
Sorry, Lord Sugar.
Let me think. Right.
You're fired.
Right, one more game. Battlefront.
Please buy a game. It's a bit glitchy, but it's fun.
How do you know it's glitchy? That seems a bit harsh.
I was thinking Battlefield, sorry. Oh, okay.
Battlefront.
Okay, yeah, that's a Star Wars one, isn't it? Okay. Relive your childhood fantasies with...
You're terrible at marketing, aren't you? You're terrible at marketing. It's awful.
I could think of better. I just need more time.
You could just, I don't know, for Battlefront, something like, join the light side. I
mean, so the fact that you actually had the game in front of you and had a bit more time to think of it, that's what you come up with.
No, I never, I just made it up as I was going along.
Okay.
I would just come the games that came first to my head. I was thinking something like join the dark side or something. I don't know, something along those lines. I don't know. It's awful. We'll have another game of marketing Orchard next week.
Right. Yeah, and that's where we lose all our listeners.
You guys have to think of something better. Have you got a quiz this week?
No, that was my little review haiku was for you.
Oh, no, that was good. I enjoyed that. Review hike. Good, this has been some episode, this has. Hasn't it? We've just completely thrown everything out the window and just went rogue.
Rogue Squadron style.
Ah, well, it's been fun. But we're not finished yet, because we've still got some user questions to answer.
Oh, good. They've actually wrote in again. That's good.
Our users just love us. It's great.
Oh, good. Oh, well, the people are listening. That's nice.
Okay, so the first question is from Tim Mann at ManicMan69 on Twitter, and he says, what game from the last 15 years would you like to see come back? Personally, I'd love to see a new Dino Crisis.
Oh, yeah, good call.
X-Wing.
God. That's probably older than 15 years, Joe, you know that.
Oh, God, is it?
That's the scary thing, is that it's that old. You can just say Rogue Squadron and get it done with, because that's not a bad game.
It just goes that fast, you forget it's that old. Do you know what I mean? The years go too fast. What about...
I got by the new Die Hard trilogy game. I really enjoyed that one. It had all going in for it. You had like your shooting version, you had your car version. I always like those ones.
What about something like Jungle Strike or Desert Strike? Are they older than 15 years?
Actually, yeah, you're probably talking way past that. I mean, that were.
See, all the games I remember that I enjoyed are too ancient, like Dune and stuff. Dune was a good game.
That's Amiga, wasn't it? That's well old.
That's an old one, yeah, but it was good.
Well, actually, fair enough, actually. Kane and Lynch, we talked about the other day, actually, and it'd be good to see that done better.
There's so many that in the past few years. I think 15 years isn't long enough.
Not really, is it? I mean, 15 years is really just the last gen.
I mean, there might be a good few PlayStation ones in there, like maybe Jack and Daxter or something.
But they've had a lot of chance to come back. Red Dead Redemption, I wouldn't mind seeing a new version of that.
Yeah, I think that's going to happen soon.
As well, yeah.
Next question. How about a follow-up to XIII, the cel-shaded shooter on the original Xbox, one of the most tense cliffhangers ever?
That was I remember playing a bit of it. I think that was off an old French comic, wasn't it? I think, and they never really went any further with it.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't play that game, so I don't know anything about it.
There was a few cel-shaded games that came out back then. If I remember, there was Automobile Modelista, I think, was a racing game with cel shading. Obviously, that game there, 13, and then you had obviously Zelda as well, of course.
I never actually owned the original Xbox. That was a bit of a tank, that thing, wasn't it?
Oh, that was a great machine. There's some great stuff in it.
Yeah, there was actually some good games on it as well.
And it's modded, so it's got an awful lot of games on it. Don't really see that much of any more modded consoles like that.
The next question is, do you ever plan on selling digital game codes for consoles? Well, funnily enough, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, well, ShopTo launched a PlayStation digital store during the week.
Oh, cool.
So you can buy your digital full games, things like points and season passes, stuff like that. So, yeah.
All right, so instead of going for the PlayStation Store, you go to ShopTo, and what, you get a code in the email?
Yeah, you get a code for games. Now, the full games is kind of older games, but season passes are all kind of up to date. So, got Battlefront's on there and Call of Duty and everything. So,
and I'm guessing then your ShopTo points build up as well on those purchases.
Yeah, so I mean, obviously, you'll be able to I think if you're a gold member, whatever, you'll get your discounts and stuff. I mean, I'm not 100% sure, but obviously it's quite a good thing anyway.
So was this question a plant, or was this actually a genuine question?
No, it was a genuine question, and I actually replied to them saying, "Oh, we do have it already." Yeah. But I think the full games will get better and more modern as time goes on. But obviously the season passes are all up to date. So, and that brings us right on to our next question, actually, which says, "Are season passes worth the money?" I think yes and no. It depends on the season pass. Batman, I don't think their season passes are worth the money, because I don't think you really get good content.
I think because it's a single player content as well, I do struggle with that. Destiny was one of my first commitments, and I think because the amount of time I put into that game, it warranted getting that.
And then
it expands the world significantly.
Yeah, and then you look at games like Drive Club, which is well worth the money. I mean, it's crazy.
I mean, they nailed it there. Yeah, I mean, they had to do something, because they had such a ballsed up introduction, didn't they, when it was released? They had to really just own it after that. I think it just depends on the commitment to the game itself that you have. If you just think you're going to play a little bit every now and then, it's probably not going to be worth your time. But if you are an online gamer, I mean, especially with games like your Call of Duties and your Battlefronts and Battlefields, DLCs, the season passes, you're going to get a cheaper rate for what comes out.
And that's the thing. I mean,
there's going to be a lot more maps. What I'd always suggest is they just make sure you know what you're going into, because I was a little bit disappointed with Destiny, even though I put a lot of time into it. When the second DLC came out, which I paid for in advance, there wasn't any. Was it the first one, second one? I actually do forget now. But one of them was very disappointing. There was no extra raid.
Yeah.
And to me, that was a big part to it. And I thought not putting that on it is like, really what we got is a few extra maps here and a new game mode, and that was a bit disappointing.
Yeah, so some are disappointing, but I mean, Battlefront, for instance, I'm getting that one. I don't care what's on it.
Yeah.
But I mean, I guess it just depends. I mean, on what you get, doesn't it? So.
If they're a little bit shady about what's coming out in the future, what you're paying for, then I would really consider holding back.
Because what's the harm waiting? I mean, you don't need to get it day one. You can see what other people, and then if you like the look of it, get it.
The whole attitude of take my money now, I think they can rely on that more.
Even with Battlefront, though, I mean, I might just wait and just see what actual the content is, because they've got to announce it before you get it. So I think
there's no rush. There's never a rush to buy this stuff. Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, there's no harm waiting. So right, next question. This year has been good for gaming. Which game has been an underdog and risen above expectations? I'd say Dying Light. Without a doubt, Dying Light.
Yeah, that came out of nowhere. That was really good fun.
I remember we were playing that co-op stuff. That was great, wasn't it? It was great.
I think for me, I mean, that was a good game, but the more recent one was Mad Max.
Also, remember Zombie Army Trilogy? Remember we played that? That was alright, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's still some good deals found on that. And if you've got as long as you've got multiplayer in mind for that game, you're going to enjoy it. And I think Dying Light is quite similar. Yeah. Having more than one player opens the world up. But Mad Max for me was close to being Game of the Year, I think, for me, just for the underdog of the year at least.
I've not even played it yet.
Yeah, it's just a massive world to drive around in. There's loads of modding for your cars. It's a decent sort of progression through the world. Lots of extra bits to do. Looks good, and there's lots of different filters and stuff you can do it. And I think it kind of held on to the original mythology of the Mad Max films. And for me, that was a great game.
Cool. Right, let's do the last question. This one's from. I've been forgetting to say who the questions are from. Sorry about that. We'll just do it quick. So thanks to Tim Mann. I don't know who those are questions are from Aid. And the last question's from Craig at Downstart Select, and he says, is Call of Duty, Halo and new FPS copying Titanfall's burn card to keep them alive? How much further do they need to go before overhaul?
The burn cards are quite an interesting idea. I kind of like it.
I've not been a while since I played Titanfall.
These are like the as you play the game, you get you unlock different cards and things, and then sort of after you die, you could lay a new card, and it adds sort of say instant spawning of your Titan, or And like Halo, the burn cards are you can bring out a new tank or new weaponry straight away from when you spawn.
So it's basically just to make you a bit stronger if you get killed.
Yes, it adds more to the game as well. But what's happening here is though, whilst you can also unlock it for playing the game, you can also buy packs as well with cash.
Right.
For digital cash, should I say? And you can buy packs, and then like you would when we were young, you were collecting stickers and bubblegum cards.
I can't remember if there was anything like that in Battlefront. I'm trying to think now. My brain didn't go back that far.
It was on Mass Effect 3, which actually to me worked quite well. Halo, the new Halo mode has that in it, and I think it works quite well.
Battlefront does have some sort of cards.
Yeah.
I can't really remember what much of them do now, but obviously you have different abilities anyway. But I don't remember. I'm looking forward to play. I try not to pay too much attention to the game because I don't want to spoil it.
I like the idea of it because there's two ways you can do it. If you play the game a lot, you can unlock it naturally. If you're only a part-time player and you want to get the most out of it, you can pay a little bit extra cash. And thankfully, these things aren't that expensive, and you can just pay a bit extra money. It is still a bit random, which is it can disappoint you. You know, you actually put some hard cash down and you get the stuff you've already got. It can wind you up a bit.
See,
so I think that's okay.
I don't think they're necessarily copying because it's to keep them alive. I think they're just copying because it's a good idea. And games do it all the time. If there's a good idea, then use it.
If it's earning them more money from that initial sale, then they're going to do it.
If it's somebody else's idea though and it improves the game, why not? Do you know what I mean? Why not use it? Anyway, it's almost time to wrap up. If you're listening to us on iTunes, then please don't forget to give us some stars and subscribe as well, because it's just a lot easier than having to find a new episode every week. If you're listening on YouTube, then please hit that subscribe button. It's youtube.com/ShopTo, and obviously we're on Twitter and Facebook and all that malarkey as well, but you'll see all those links in the description box, and it saves me having to list them all out then, doesn't it? Okay, well next week's going to be a good one, as say Fallout, Tomb Raider, Call of Duty. It's going to be massive. So thanks for joining us this week, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you, bye.
Thanks, bye.